All right. All right. No filter MMA family. This, of course, would be your boy BJ back with another live stream. Marcus Bell, straight off the bat, Marcus Bell, what's popping, man? What is good in the land of the lay, people? Man, what an exciting weekend of fights, man. Whew. What an exciting weekend of fights. Looks like my boy Paulo Costa got ringed. Man, that's a hard pill to swallow, man. Golly. That's a hard pill to swallow. My boy Paulo Costa got ringed up. But it is what it is, people. It is what it is because he'll be back. So, all right, y'all. Hold on one second. Your boy will be right back. All right, all right. Your boy is back. So your boy is back. Your boy is back. So today, guys, I come here to talk about a few upcoming very important fights. As you guys see on the slideshow here, I have a few fights posted that I kind of wanted to talk about. First off, most importantly, I want to talk about Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana. Guys, this fight right here, man, the closer we get to this fight, the more I'm like, okay, well, Holly does this, well, Irene does this. Holly does this, Irene does this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for me, it's a step up for Irene to fight Holly. I mean, as much gifts as Holly has had, this is still a step up for this is still a step up for Irene Aldana. But it's a very important step up for Irene, though. You know, if I oops, my bad, man. I accidentally hit the mute button. Yeah, man, we all going to sleep if Holly win, man, because it's like, what do we have to see? But they'll probably, I mean, if Holly wins, Holly will probably have to fight the winner of Pena and Randamie. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be the path for Holly. But if Aldana wins, man, it's undeniable. It was undeniable after she knocked out Ketlin Vieira, man. It was kind of undeniable then, but I really Aldana has to fight for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't want to see Irene Aldana fight for the belt. I'm like, what? Finally, an exciting, an exciting contender at 135 pounds that could possibly go in here and give Amanda Nunes some problems with her power. Irene Aldana got power, yo. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people see Amanda Nunes and they're not giving Irene Aldana the type of credit that she deserves for the style of fighter that she is. Irene Aldana is throwing crisp, clean shots. Period. There's no discussing Irene Aldana. You know what I'm saying? I think Irene Aldana has proven a lot in the last couple of fights. She can bang. Her striking is solid. Her footwork is good. You know, it is what it is when it's coming to Aldana. So, but in this fight with Holly, though, man, I go back and forth because I know Holly is strong. Holly is very durable, and that worries me for Irene Aldana. Like, Holly don't have a whole lot of power in her hands, but it's the pace of Holly. You know what I'm saying? It's the pace of Holly Holm, You know what I'm saying? That I'm wondering if I wonder if Irene Aldana can really keep up with Holly. Because when Holly get the cutting angles and Holly get the moving, Holly is solid on the feet. Now that's something that we really can't take away from Holly Holm is the fact that Holly is solid. The footwork, the angles, um, the kicks are going to be a good thing. Is Holly going to want to mix it up in close range with Irene Aldana, or is Holly going to use her range, especially with the kicks, to keep Irene Aldana off? Now, what is Irene? Now, guys, I feel like Irene Aldana might be. I might be wrong, guys, but I feel like Irene Aldana might be a little bigger than Holly Holm. And I think Irene Aldana has the reach advantage over Holly. I'm gonna have to go check that and see, guys. Um, I think Irene may have the reach over Holly, but I may be wrong. I definitely may be wrong here, but you know, I can see this fight stand on the feet. I can see Irene Aldana looking to put Holly Holm out. And that's just how I see it. Irene Aldana is out here making statements to y'all, man. She's out here making statements to all of us. So, I feel like Irene gonna be hunting for Holly, try to put Holly out, and try to just get Holly out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna they're gonna give Holly the most opportunities possible. They're gonna give Holly the opportunities. But I think Irene Aldana, this is the fight that Irene Aldana needs to make that kind of a statement. You know what I'm saying? She has to make that kind of a statement in this fight in order to secure that shot at the belt. Irene Aldana versus Amanda Nunes is very interesting, guys. Very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. And, out of the two top fights going on at bantamweight right now, Aldana and Pena are the only two that Amanda Nunes hasn't faced and beaten already. She's beat Holly, she's beat Jermaine twice. So it's like I kind of that's another reason I'm kind of rooting for Pena and Aldana is because I want to see some fresh new blood fight him. I want to see Amanda Nunes deal with a wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana Pena. I want to see Juliana Pena lock horns with Amanda Nunes, and because Juliana gonna try to be getting this fight to the ground. Juliana may throw some big punches coming in. You know what I'm saying? May land some power shots coming in, but she's trying to get this fight to the ground, especially in this fight with Jermaine Randamie. I don't see Juliana Pena trying to stand at range with Jermaine Randamie. I think Juliana Pena, because Juliana Pena, when she fights, she puts her hands up like she's about to strike, but she ain't striking. She struck with Nico Montano, but it was Nico Montano. Nico ain't the most powerful puncher on the feet. You know what I'm saying? But Juliana Pena will put her hands up like she about to bang, put her guard up, and she'll shoot and she'll go straight for the body lock and trip. The body lock and trip and take you down, put you on your back. You know what I'm saying? And we know how Jermaine Randamie is off of her back. She's not that good off of her back. Her ground game is not that good. It just isn't. So I will be looking for Juliana Pena to take this fight to the ground because and Juliana Pena has a great chin. Juliana Pena can take shots. I've seen her take shots. But the thing about Juliana Pena is she was not afraid to stand and bang with Valentina. I love that about Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? But in a fight with somebody like Jermaine, I think Jermaine is a better striker than Valentina. I think Jermaine Randamie is a better striker than Valentina Shevchenko. And I think that Juliana Pena is just probably going to go straight in and try to muscle Jermaine Randamie to the ground. Jermaine has great takedown defense, but somebody as crafty as Juliana Pena trying to get you down, you know what I'm saying? Like high level wrestling, guys. I remember when the bantamweight division was ruled by grapplers. When it was Kat Zingano, Misha Tate, Ronda Rousey, Juliana Pena was up in the mix with all of that. You know what I'm saying? That was the golden years for the fucking bantamweight division. But I think fighters like Pena and Aldana can really make bantamweight exciting again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of been stale with Holly at the top and Rocky Pennington and you know I think the new wave of bantamweights is very exciting. Let's see, who am I talking about here? Ketlin Vieira, you know, Macy Chasson, Yana Kunitskaya. I mean, those girls are. I mean, bantamweight got some fucking scrappers. Bantamweight got some scrappers. Some scrappers. I'm telling y'all. Bantamweight got some fucking scrappers. So I'm excited to see if Juliana Pena beats Jermaine Durandame. I'm curious to see how Jermaine. I mean, I want to see if Juliana Pena gets hit by Jermaine. That's important. If her next fight is to be Amanda Nunes, if Jermaine connects with Juliana Pena, what does Juliana Pena do? Does Juliana Pena try to land some big shots on the feet against Jermaine, or does Juliana Pena go straight in and fight? Because it ain't too many girls at 135 that's stronger than that's stronger than Juliana Pena as far as just core strength and being able to just muscle pair with technique on the exchanges on the ground and transitions and submission attempts and stuff like that. It's like Cats and Gano, not very, it's a little reckless, because half of it is them muscling you down. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of technique involved in it as well, man. Trips. Juliana Pena is very good at trips and sweeps. You know what I'm saying? That's Juliana Pena's thing. You know what I'm saying? Trips and sweeps and knees in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? She'll knee you in the clinch and then she'll throw you to the ground. Like, that's Juliana Pena. And that's the worst stylistic matchup for. That is literally the worst stylistic matchup for fucking Jermaine Durandame is Juliana Pena. That is a horrible matchup for Jermaine Durandame. You know, Juliana Pena, man. Phew, but she's gonna have to be careful. And if I was Juliana, I would not engage on the feet with Jermaine Durandame. A lot of people in the MMA community sleep on Jermaine Durandame. Like, Jermaine Durandame is probably one of the most deadliest strikers. She's technique coupled with power. Usually you have a lot of fighters that are either one or the other, either power, no technique, aka Misha Tate, aka I'm just gonna use Misha for an example. All power, no technique. You know what I'm saying? Then you got fighters that are all technique, no power, like Yana Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? Like fighters like Irene Aldana. You know what I'm saying? And also, all technique, no power. Holly Holm. You know what I'm saying? But you got Irene Aldana, you got Ketlin Vieira, and you got Jermaine Durandame, who on the feet are just power and technique. Power and technique on the feet. And Amanda Nunes, and those are like, for me, those are the most dangerous types. You know what I'm saying? So like Juliana Pena can't like fucking play around on the feet with Jermaine Durandame. She's gonna have to get this fight to the ground, or we could see something very reminiscent of Misha Tate versus Amanda Nunes, trying to play around on the feet, get caught, and can't recover. That'd be the worst possible way that Juliana Pena could lose to Jermaine Randamie, is to get knocked out or to get caught and can't recover. When everyone knows that Juliana Pena can make this a very long fight for Jermaine Durandame. You know what I'm saying? Juliana Pena can make this the worst fight possible for Jermaine Durandame if she plays it smart. And I believe Juliana Pena, she's on a quest for the belt. Her name is often brought up in who can challenge Amanda Nunes at 135 pounds. A lot of people say Juliana Pena. And I'm with those people. Juliana Pena, man, always been a fan of Juliana Pena. And she's exciting. People say, oh, she's boring. She's a boring wrestler. No, she's not. She's a powerful, explosive wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Juliana Pena is very powerful, very explosive, very good at what she does, very strong, a little undersized, I believe. You know what I'm saying? A little undersized. Juliana Pena is really like she's a former flyweight. You know what I'm saying? So, a little undersized at 135, but she makes up for it in her style of fighting. So if I have to choose Jermaine Durand, I think Jermaine Durandame has a puncher's chance in this fight. It's a puncher's chance type thing. Because I just don't really see Juliana Pena really engaging Jermaine Durandame on the feet. I see Juliana trying to get this fight to the ground, where she can dominate, ground and pound, land big elbows, cut Jermaine open, That's Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? And that style is a very dangerous style. That's a very dangerous style of fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst possible types of matchups for these strikers is the fighters who can do what Juliana Pena, Kat Zingano, Jillian Robertson, you know what I'm saying? Um, what these fighters try to do, what these fighters are going to do to you, that's the worst style. Like Tatiana Suarez, you know what I'm saying? Gotta mention Tatiana Suarez. She's probably the best at doing this. You know what I'm saying? Get you to the ground and beat you the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst type of matchup for these strikers. So, you know, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go Julian. I'm gonna have to lean Juliana Pena versus um, um, Jermaine Durandame. I'm gonna have to go Juliana Pena. I think size. If Jermaine can keep the distance, then her size and range could come into play. She can land those 1-2s, that big right hand on fucking Juliana Pena and try to put Juliana Pena down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what happens. Juliana comes in recklessly, and Jermaine's able to put Juliana Pena down. That can happen. But I'm going Juliana Pena. Shout out to the comment section. Shout out to the people watching. What's popping? Leave your comments. Let me know who you are. Let me know you're here. Hit the like button. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. So, um, so those are the two biggest fights at bantamweight right now. Aldana versus Holm, Pena versus Durandame. The winner of Pena versus Durandame, if it's Pena, probably fights for the belt. If it's Aldana, probably ends up fight. It could either fight for the belt. I don't think that. I think if Aldana beats Holly, they won't put Holly. They won't put anyone else in front of Aldana. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they will. Or maybe if Pena wins, they'll put somebody else in front of Pena. I don't know. But if let's say Jermaine Durandame loses to Juliana Pena, then we can see that still sets up good matches because you have people waiting in the wings, guys. You have these wing fighters who are right outside the title picture, like Yana Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? Yana Kunitskaya versus we could see, we could finally see fights like Holm versus Kunitskaya or Kunitskaya versus Durandame, Strikers Delights. But but the difference between Kunitskaya and Holly or Jermaine is that Kunitskaya can grapple. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Yana Kunitskaya such a dangerous player at 135 pounds is that she not only can she strike, she can grapple, and she has a solid submission game. You know what I'm saying? So you got Kunitskaya floating on the outside of these fights with two favorable matchups, either one coming her way. You know what I'm saying? If things go the way I hope they go, and Pena wins and Aldana wins, the next person that either one of them should fight, I forgot you got Aspen Ladd up in there. God, I forgot about that. Forgot about Aspen Ladd. Oof. But I think these girls are kind of being put in front of Aspen Ladd though. I feel like they're trying. I think one of these, if these two girls win, I think one will fight Aspen Ladd, and then the other would fight Amanda Nunes. Like maybe Holly versus Aspen Ladd if Holly loses. You know what I'm saying? Um, but and then if Pena loses, Pena could finally fight Ladd like she was supposed to. But yeah, guys, you got Kunitskaya waiting in the wings here. You got Yana Kunitskaya waiting in the wings. We could finally, guys, I'll tell you, I've been waiting on Kunitskaya versus Holm, Kunitskaya versus Durandame. I want to see how these fights go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just pure strikers, pure fucking strikers. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in a fight with Holly Holm, I feel like Kunitskaya beats Holly Holm. I really do. I feel like Kunitskaya could for sure outpoint Holly Holm. And if the fight goes to the ground, the advantage tremendously goes to Yana Kunitskaya. So you got to keep an eye on Kunitskaya waiting in the wings here, guys. Yeah, guys. So two big fights at bantamweight. Another big fight, guys, is Robert Whittaker versus Jared Cannonier. That's a huge fucking fight. That's a huge fight because we just seen Israel Adesanya, of course, blow through Paulo Costa. You know what I'm saying? Just blow through Paulo Costa like it was just nothing. You know. So, and now Robert Whittaker, that's got to be somebody to challenge Izzy at 185 pounds. Yeah, he's beat Robert Whittaker, but I don't think that was the Robert Whittaker. That wasn't the Reaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was being very careless in that fight, making a lot of mistakes in that fight. I don't think that was the best Robert Whittaker that we've seen. Now, let's look at Jared. And now, Robert Whittaker has bounced back tremendously from that loss to Izzy in the fight with Darren Till. Beautiful performance by Robert Whittaker. Absolutely beautiful performance by Robert Whittaker. The best Robert Whittaker we've seen since the Yoel fights. You know what I'm saying? So the first Yoel fight. Um, so put himself back in the win column. A win over Jared Cannonier puts him back at the top in title contention. Robert Whittaker, long reigning champion, dominant champion. You know what I'm saying? Puts him right back into the title picture to face Izzy. And I feel like if he faces Izzy with a win over Cannonier, 2-fight winning streak, we'll see a much better Robert Whittaker. Much better. You know what I'm saying? Much. Not Robert Whittaker coming off of emergency hernia surgery. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking an active, flowing, streaking Robert Whittaker. That's what I'm talking about. That's a completely different fight for Israel Adesanya. Now, Cannonier coming off on a 3-fight winning streak. David Branch, Anderson Silva, Jack Hermanson. The Jack Hermanson win was a huge win for him. You know what I'm saying? Crazy knockout power, has jumped weight classes, has fought bigger, stronger opponents than Robert Whittaker, could put Robert Whittaker down. Robert Whittaker been a little chinny. He was a little chinny. He's been a little chinny. You know what I'm saying? Jared Cannonier can very well go in here and win this fight. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt one bit that Jared Cannonier can't go in here and knock out Robert Whittaker. But as we know, Robert Whittaker, he's good at, when he's at his best, like in fights with Yoel Romero, those big knockout punches, you know what I'm saying? Robert Whittaker is very good at avoiding that. He's very good at getting out of the way of that, landing his big shots. Robert Whittaker is a powerful striker, and it seems like we've forgotten that. You know what I'm saying? Robert Whittaker, powerful striker, guys. Um, so this is a pick'em fight for me. My heart is pushing Robert Whittaker, but when I look at the matchup, it's like, ooh, how long can Robert Whittaker stay out of the way of the power of Jared Cannonier? And then you flip over and it's like, well, how can Jared Cannonier catch Robert Whittaker? The speed of Robert Whittaker is a huge thing. The speed of Whittaker is a huge advantage. That's a huge advantage on Robert Whittaker's side. He is a very fast, very slick fighter. Very slick fighter. You know, so I'm going for the Reaper, man. Of course I am. I'm going to go for the Reaper, man. Robert Whittaker. Of course. I feel like there's levels to this division, especially middleweight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Robert Whittaker is at his place. This is his place at 185 pounds, is at the top. That's his place. Robert Whittaker's place is at the top. He's one of the best middleweights ever. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's where he belongs. That's where he'll stay. And I still believe Paulo Costa, man, is a threat to anyone. But seeing Paulo with a mobile fighter, seeing his fight against Izzy this past weekend, now I understand that mobile fighters, you know what I'm saying, mobile fighters are the kryptonite to Paulo Costa. So now I can see a path to victory against Paulo Costa with Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker can zip around that octagon like he does, landing leg kicks, landing kicks, throwing the jab like Robert Whittaker does. He very well can beat Paulo Costa. You know, somebody who's mobile can beat Paulo Costa. You know what I'm saying? When Uriah Hall was mobile in that fight, he had a lot of success against Paulo. When he became stationary is when when Paulo just started. You have to kind of be stationary for Paulo Costa to beat your fucking ass. Look at the Marvin Vettori fight. Marvin Vettori, mobile. You know what I'm saying? And it was a split decision. He lost that fight to Paulo, but it was a split decision. Johnny Hendricks was very stationary in that fight. and I see it, and somebody pointed it out. I didn't see it because I was like, well, I haven't seen somebody really. I'd have to see a mobile, I'd have to see somebody with good movement beat Paolo. You know what I'm saying? And now I seen it, and so now I'm like, okay, sorry guys, all of your fucking comments have not been shown. I had to refresh it. Sorry, guys. Now I see all your comments. All the rage, George Page, Marcus Bell, women in combat sports. Let me catch up on y'all's comments. All right. GDR. I mean, Juliana gonna put GDR down. George Page, I believe it. Huh? UFC has GDR. Yep. Her takedown defense is very good. Pena would have to be savvy with her. Yep, she would. Aldana's reach is 5'9", and Valhalla's is 5'8". Yeah, I thought she had the advantage. Uh, well, first due to Holly possibly holding Aldana against the cage. Yeah, that could happen. Holly could do that, and Holly is very strong. Um, let's see. They'll put Irene versus Juliana. Yep. Aspen still dealing with a knee injury. That's true. Whittaker has lost steam. Yeah, you can say he lost steam, but that performance against Darren Till, bro, that was a great performance. Women in combat sports caught me live. What is up, darling? So the feeling, what about who Ketlin should fight next? I think Ketlin, if Ketlin is looking to make a quick turnaround, Ketlin should face Kunitskaya. Ketlin should definitely face Kunitskaya. You know, I think Kunitskaya can really be in title contention. She needs a big win though. Who did Kunitskaya just fight? She just got a win. Who was it? Who was it that Kunitskaya just beat up? Oh man, I gotta look it up. Who did Kunitskaya just beat? She just bounced back after that loss. Yana Kunitskaya. Oh, Julia Stolyarenko. Okay, yeah, that was a gimme fight for Kunitskaya. Loma Luke Boomy versus GM. I'm going Loma Luke Boomy, man. I'm definitely gonna go Loma Luke Boomy on that one. I don't think GM Frey is there yet. What's the deal with Kay Hansen though? Where has she been? You know what I'm saying? Didn't she get a wouldn't that win a huge win for her? I ain't seen her since. I ain't seen Kay Hansen since. Yeah, I got Loma too, man. And I got Loma just because I love saying Loma Luke Boomy. I love saying that name. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, Loma's good, man. Loma's good. Loma Lubumi is good. I like Loma. So, um, yeah, man. Gian Frey, I don't know, man. I mean, she's good. She's just undersized to me. She's just undersized, a little undersized. Who is Kay fighting? George Page? Who is Kay Hansen fighting? She ain't fighting nobody important. Who is it? It ain't Mackenzie Dern. It can't be Mackenzie Dern. I'm not French Fry Frey. You stupid, man. Marcus Bell's stupid. Who is Kay Hansen fighting, though? I need to know. I need to know. Oh, yeah, guys. Montana De La Rosa looking to get back in there. Someone from Invicta. Oh, okay, okay. De La Rosa looking to get back in the octagon. I'm ready for it. It might be a big fight. GDR and Pena, I just talked about that. GDR and Pena, man, I just feel like Pena can't play around on the feet with GDR, man, because can put GDR can put Pena down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she's much bigger than Juliana Pena, and she hits a lot harder than Juliana, unless Juliana has really worked. Now, in the Nico Montano fight, Juliana Pena's striking looked good. Now, is it enough to hang with GDR? Probably not. But Juliana Pena her striking has looked good. I want to see Pena, to be honest, I want to see Pena go to 125. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really would love to see Juliana Pena go to 125, but she probably isn't. You know what I'm saying? She probably won't go to 125, but Juliana Pena at 125 is fucking scary. Scary. You know what I'm saying? And also, somebody else that's scary at 125 is Tatiana Suarez. Them are the two that Valentina better hope not come to 125. Those are the two that she better hope don't come to 125. If Tatiana Suarez or Juliana Pena drops to if Tatiana goes up to 125 or Juliana Pena goes down to 125, that's who Valentina need to be worried about staying away from. She gonna beat up on Jessica I and Caitlin Chukagian and Lauren Murphy. You know, she gonna beat them up. She gonna beat them up. You know what I'm saying? But those threats, those real grappler threat, and yeah, she beat Juliana Pena, but Juliana Pena having already fought Valentina before, it would be a different Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? If Juliana Pena would know what mistakes not to make, because she made that one critical mistake and lost to Valentina. If that fight would have continued going the way it was going, Juliana Pena would have beat Valentina Shevchenko by decision. She would have beat Valentina Shevchenko by decision. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Valentina better not hope that Juliana or Tatiana Suarez moves to 125. That's that's crazy right there. Yeah, Juliana needs to stay at bantamweight. I agree, because if she go to 125, she it's gonna be hell for whoever fights her at 125. It will be hell for them, you know. But yeah, man, GDR, she gotta be careful, man. She gotta be careful not to end up on her back. Because if she don't want to end up on her back with Juliana Pena raining down elbows and shit on her, I'm telling you. Juliana get the eh, eh. You know, y'all know how Juliana Pena do. Eh, eh. You better not, that ain't what GDR want. If Nico get back, she'll either fight Sarge, Sarah McMahon, or Marion. Oh, I'm in on that. I agree. Juliana need to stay at bantamweight. Yeah, but if Juliana goes to 125, she wreaking havoc down there at 125. And she's talked about it. That's the thing about it, is Juliana Pena has talked about 125. You know, Juliana looked drained at 135? No, absolutely not. No way. No, not Juliana Pena. No. She's really undersized at 135. No, Juliana can definitely make 125 for sure. She's a former flyweight. If Juliana wanted to make 125, she could make 125 for sure. Um, yeah, man, but Tatiana Suarez is whispering. She whispering that she might be at one. I'm hearing whispers that Tatiana Suarez could be at 125, could be returning at 125. The cut to 115 is not good for the neck. That's what y'all need to be focused on, is Tatiana Suarez sliding in at 125 pounds. Nah, dude, Juliana Pena don't look bad when she make 135. Mm-mm. But Tatiana Suarez coming at 125. Woo. Yeah, but a lot of those big flyweights have to cut to 125. I mean, they have to cut. Caitlin Chukagian has to cut to get to 125. You know what I'm saying? Montana De La Rosa has to cut to get to 125. Who else is cutting? Who else has to lose a lot of weight to get to 125? Um, um, uh, Jessica I has to cut. Who else has to really cut to get to 125? Lauren Murphy has to cut. Andrea Lee has to cut. Those girls got to cut to 125. It wouldn't be no different for Juliana Pena probably walks around about 150. And and Jillian Robertson gets as heavy as 140. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jillian Robertson gets 140 plus. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it would be too hard for Juliana Pena to make 125. Remember, women in combat sport, Juliana looks small as a 135. Exactly, George Page. Yes, she looks small at 125. Like, I don't think it would be hard for Juliana to cut to 125. For sure. But you guys better hope that Tatiana Suarez comes back at 115. She gonna wreak havoc at 115. Tatiana Suarez gonna wreak havoc at 115 when she come back, let alone 125. You know, So I don't know. I don't know about that one, but that's a good one. But yeah, man, GDR, she's not gonna want to end up on her back with Juliana Pena. She's not gonna want to end up pressed against the cage with Juliana Pena. She's not gonna want to end up, on her back with Juliana Pena. Stamina MC, what's good, man? What is popping? What is popping, guys? Um, so yeah, so it's the winners and losers of these fights. These two fights are just it's critical for them. You know what I'm saying, of who they get matched up with next. If Aldana wins, they shouldn't put anybody in front of her. You know what I'm saying? If Pena wins, they shouldn't put anybody else in front of Pena. You know what I'm saying? Juliana Pena has been a staple at 135 pounds for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana Pena has been on her run. She has won the fights that she's needed to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Juliana Pena's put in work at 135. Uh, howdy, Marlon. What's up, guys? Yeah, Stamina MC in the building. So maybe if Juliana Pena wins impressively over Jermaine Durandame, maybe they'll just go ahead and book Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes. That's the biggest. She's the biggest threat. Irene Aldana is a threat. Irene Aldana is definitely a threat to Amanda Nunes, but Juliana Pena is a different kind of threat. Juliana Pena is a different type of threat. We know that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Juliana Pena get the muscle and Amanda Nunes down. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of fight. It's a different type of fight for Amanda Nunes. Somebody whose goal is to get you down. Juliana Pena ain't gonna yeah, I think Juliana will take out Irene. No, they're not gonna deny Irene Aldana. If she wins, they're not gonna deny Irene Aldana. Two top three wins. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take if she beats Holly and then she's already beat Ketlin Vieira, you can't put nobody else in front of Irene Aldana. I mean, that'd be fucked up if the UFC did though. It'd be pretty fucked up if they did. They put somebody else in front of Irene Aldana, given she's done what she's done at 135 pounds. So, just saying. Damn, they better had. Wow. You think they should put Irene in front of Juliana Stamina? Or you don't think Juliana Pena's deserve the fight for the belt? Wow. That's shocking. I think Juliana Pena's done enough to fight for the belt already. You know? I mean, let's look at her record. Who's beat Juliana Pena? Let's see. Let me look up Juliana Pena's record. Juliana Pena. Let's look up the Venezuelan Vixen's record. Juliana Pena got a solid record. Okay. So, since coming into the UFC, she's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 fights. She's won 5 out of 6 fights in the UFC. I mean, the only person to beat her is Valentina Shevchenko. She beat Kat Zingano. She beat Jessica Ai. She beat Nico Montano. I mean, former champion. You gotta you gotta let Juliana Pena fight for the belt, man. I mean, the only person that she lost to was Valentina Shevchenko. She beat Kat. She beat Nico. She beat Jessica Ai. I mean, it is what it is, and she's only lost 3 fights in her career. She's 9-3. I think it's a good time for Juliana Pena to fight for the belt for sure. Especially the way she beat Kat Zingano in her prime, man. I believe that Juliana Pena could finish GDR, dude. She could. She could finish GDR for sure. If she gets GDR on the ground, man, and starts raining down elbows and shit in Juliana Pena style, I'm pretty sure she could. Now, Pena could do more. I like the matchup and wouldn't protest against her getting a shot unless it was over Aldana. Pena has been away for ages. but she looked good in her return. Nico looked good as well, but Juliana Pena did too. I mean, it is what it is. Nunes will KO Pena. That definitely could happen. But Juliana Pena would be a threat to Amanda Nunes, stylistic wise. Style wise, Juliana Pena would be a threat to Amanda Nunes. So, you know, what you have done to me lately, right there, bro. Right, stamina. Yes. Yes, stamina. I'm tired of Holly. Yes, I'm tired of Holly too, women in combat. But we all tired of Holly. We all tired of Holly. But guys, if you look, UFC, I didn't take that off of there. My bad. Let me take that down off of there. That is not what I'm talking about here. Yeah, all right. Let's put that there. There we go. Yeah, but with Juliana Pena on top of her, Marcus Bell, Arpit Singh, what's up, man? I don't think that's gonna stop them from giving Juliana Pena a title shot. George Page with 2 wins, man. I mean, a win over Jermaine, over 2 former champions, over Nico and Jermaine. You got to give, winning over former champions is carries a lot of weight in the UFC. If Juliana Pena can take out Nico and fucking Jermaine Durandame, it is what it is. The two possibly, arguably worst champions in the UFC, but you know what I'm saying? They're still former champions. So if she takes both of them out, you can't deny her a title shot. Yeah, he loves Juliana Pena. Um, let's see. Yep, Holly is done. Salute Bell. Yeah, Holly Holm, man. If she loses this fight, I think if Kunitskaya could get a win over Holly Holm, that would put Kunitskaya in the conversation. I guess because a win over Holly Holm means so much at bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? A win over Holly means so much at 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But that's a winnable fight for Yana Kunitskaya. That's my dark horse, guys. That's my dark horse. Is Kunitskaya, man. She's my dark horse. No, who be the washed up cat? How, Juliana? No, no. Cat was in her prime. Cat was in her prime when she lost to Juliana Pena. Nico wasn't ranked and never defended her belt. It means way less. It does, but like I said, it means a lot to the UFC. If Holly starts to hung someone on the cage the entire fight, and will Dana be? You have a title shot. That's true. That's true, Marcus Bell. I can pull this one. That's against Irene. Yeah, man. I have a feeling it won't go to distance either. I mean, unless Juliana Pena just. I think if Juliana was to get Jermaine down, she would go for the finish because she's not going to want to risk standing back up on the feet with GDR. So yeah, I see that. I don't think it's going to go the distance. Holly versus GDR. I mean, Holly versus Aldana, man, that's rough because now Aldana does get hit a lot. Holly can land a lot on Aldana. You know what I'm saying? Because Holly has way more technique than Ketlin Vieira, and Ketlin Vieira was landing on Irene Aldana. But I think what Irene will land will be a lot harder shots. You know what I'm saying? A lot harder shots. Holly got knocked out for the first time, in MMA. She got knocked out for the first time against Amanda Nunes. So Irene gonna be hunting. Irene hunting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Irene Aldana will be hunting. Danielle Wolf, UFC debut. Danielle Wolf. Oof. I think it should be. Oof. Maybe Felicia Spencer. Because what's her name? Megan Anderson has the shot. Um, but they'll probably put. I think I think they'll put her against Zara Dos Santos, and Zara Dos Santos beats Danielle Wolf. I mean, Zara Dos Santos beats Danielle Wolf. Where did I see that comment at? Oh, okay, all the rage George Payne. Yeah, Zara Dos Santos will beat Danielle Wolf. So if they put her in there with Zara, um, I feel like she'll beat Zara Dos Santos. I mean, I feel like Zara Dos Santos will beat her. Let's see. Let me look up something real quick. Let me look up something real quick. Okay. Yeah. Um, I feel like she would beat Zara dos Santos would beat her for sure. Zara dos Santos might go in there and knock Danielle Wolf ass out. Okay, let's see. Has DDR has a greater chance to TKO Pena with her sniper precision punches? Yes. Ketlin should be a featherweight. Ketlin Vieira and Irene Aldana should both be fighting at 145 pounds. You know, I mean, they really both should be fighting at 145 pounds. Um, Latoya Walker or someone else like Leah Letson. Yeah, Leah Letson's getting close to a comeback, guys. She's getting close. Um, for sure. She's getting close. So we'll see Leah Letson back up in the mix at 145 too, and she's gonna come back at 145 pounds. So I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Ketlin should be a featherweight. Yeah, Ketlin should be a featherweight. Um, yeah, but she was still in the prime though. Any bantamweight could beat Danielle. Oh, for sure. Like that's I mean, who would Macy Chasson would beat her? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, Macy Chasson is a damn lightweight, which we all know, who kills herself to make 135. But Macy Chasson would probably go in there and knock Danielle Wolf out. She'll go in there and knock Danielle Wolf out. And, yeah, they both need to be at 145. B. Malecki, what are they doing? You know, what are they doing? Kuniskaya should be at 145. Kuniskaya, Shayson, Malecki, Irene Aldana, Ketlin Vieira, all of them should be 145 pounds. Yes, dude, Stamina MC, yes. Ketlin Vieira wants to fight at 145 pounds. She wants to fight at 145. She knows how big she is. Ketlin Vieira for sure should be fighting at 145. She's huge. And shit, I mean, let's be real. Look at these women. Look at Kuniskaya. Look at Chasson, B. Malecki. Those are featherweights. Those are damn featherweights. Those girls are featherweights, man. They should, man. They would make a hell of a 145-pound division. You put all them girls in the mix with Megan, Zara dos Santos, Norma Dumont, Felicia Spencer. I mean, you put them in that fucking all in that mix right there. Woof. Leah Letson coming back. Danielle Wolf in there now. That's a 145-pound division. That's 140. Holly, yeah, exactly. Already, Holly could fight at one. Holly should stay at 145. Jermaine, you know, the top of the division is mostly featherweights. It's crazy. It's crazy. The top of the division is mostly fucking featherweights. But 145 is buzz. The only one is Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena would not make it at 145. She would not make it. Like 135 is on its limits for Juliana Pena. Both her and Sajara were wobbly as fuck in there. They just need discipline / regimen. Yep, you're right. You're right. But Ketlin is big, man. You know, I was so much bigger than Sarge Eubanks in there. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was so much bigger. Like, even Aspen Ladd, you know what I'm saying? Even though she's big, she don't have the height. She would get outclassed worse than Jermaine Durandame did at 145 against people like Megan. You know what I'm saying? Just stay. You know, she can stay at 135. You know what I'm saying? But Aspen Ladd, you know what I'm saying? Who does Aspen Ladd fight next? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who does she fight next? Unless if Nico Montano gets a big win at 135, they all come, they flood Nico to the top. I think Nico gets beat up at the top of 135. I really do. I think Nico Montano gets beat up at the top of 135 with those big ass girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Juliana Pena was much bigger than Nico. You know what I'm saying? Much taller, much longer than Nico Montano. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nico belongs at 125. Nico just need to quit being fucking lazy and make the damn weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, make the weight, Nico. Make the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, 135 to me is just not the place for Nico Montano. It's not. Nico should be at 125 pounds. That's where she fits. Look at when her and Roxanne Modafferi were in the cage together fighting, man. They were the same size. They were the same size. Nico looks blowed up at 135 pounds. She doesn't look disciplined at 145. I don't think Arpit's wrong, man. I've been saying for a while. Even when she fought Kat, she was bigger than Kat. You know what I'm saying? And now, to me, it looks like Kat is acclimated to 145 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But when she first, like when she fought Kelvin Vieira, Kat was smaller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kat was noticeably smaller than Ketlin Vieira. You know what I'm saying? So 130, but Dana not going to make a catchweight division for the women. No, probably not. Probably you mean 140, not 130, 140. Yeah, 140. He needs to do that. Like that would be nice. All right, like Nico, like at 125, Nico was faster. She was stronger. Like she's stronger than a lot of those girls at 125. You know what I'm saying? Like Nico, Nico is a sleeper. Like she's good. Nico Montano is good. All bigger is not the same. What do you mean? What does that mean, Stamina? But yeah, I think Nico would do much better at 125 against like Chukagian, even though Chukagian is big, but Lauren Murphy, Chukagian, Jessica I, like those are more competitive fights for Nico Montano. Like she did well against Juliana Pena, but eventually Juliana Pena was gonna wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like Juliana was gonna wake up. We're talking Juliana Pena here, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about Juliana Pena. I think there's a lot of winnable fights for Nico at 125. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yes, she's injury prone. Yes, she is. That is true. She's very injury prone. I'm not sure if they cut Alexis Davis or not. They needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like they needed to if they didn't. Alexis Davis, man. Oof. But so let's move over to the power corner, guys. My fire corner, excuse me. Korean Zombie Brian Ortega. Looking forward to that. The next person probably fights Alexander Volkanovski. Uh, we got Edson Barboza versus Amir. Oh my god. Oh my God! Amir Khani versus Edson Barboza. Marquand Amir Khani versus Edson Barboza is fucking exciting. Exciting. If you guys don't know who they are, you need to go look at their last few fights. You know what I'm saying? This could be fight of the year candidate. I'm super excited about Marquand Amir Khani versus Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza, the featherweight. You know what I'm saying? Made the move to featherweight, looked good, got robbed in his first outing at featherweight. Edson Barboza getting ready to be held at 145 pounds. Telling you. All right, let's get with another fighter to get up in the ring. Once her guys too much for Nico as of now. She blows up too much between fights. Yeah, she does. She does. Then she needs to fight either Roxanne or Murphy to stay in the division. Who, Nico? Nico needs to fight Roxanne or Lauren Murphy. Who, Nico? Like I'm pretty sure if Nico went back to 125 pounds, she would get a big fight. She would get a big fight. She would fight, Jessica I or, somebody Chukagian or somebody like that. Like that's who she'll fight. Because they'll try to set up that they'll try to set up that fight with Valentina. You know what I'm saying? That would be the UFC's mode. Intentions would be to set up Nico versus a better Nico versus Valentina Shevchenko. You know. Oh, you mean Alexis Davis? Yeah, they would. Alexis Davis needs a big fight because if they put her in there with like Jillian Robertson or Macy Barber, like somebody lower ranked, you know what I'm saying? Like if they put her in there with one of them and she loses, it's like ouch. Like she would need the chance to fight to get a big win over Lauren Murphy or Roxanne. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Boy, Marcus Bell, boy, Marcus Bell, you stupid. Alex Planner podcast. What's up? Alex explain later podcast. Oh, Alex, what's up, bro? um, oh, really, man? Really, bro? I told you. You're gonna hit me with "I told you," Alex. Really? I see how it is, bro. Shout out to the guys over at Bloody Canvas MMA, guys. That's Alex in the building. Alex Plain Podcast. Alex Plain Later Podcast, guys. My boy Alex B. Hunin from Bloody Canvas MMA. Um, but wow, Alex. Wow, dude. Wow. But guys, yeah, if they would have put Alexis Davis against like, Jillian Robinson or, like I said, what's her name? Um, fuck, what is her name? Goddamn, uh, I lost my train of thought. Macy Barber or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? And she get knocked off by Jillian. You know what I'm saying? Like if Jillian knocked Alexis Davis off, which she probably would, you know what I'm saying? Then that would look bad for Alexis Davis. I guess it looks bad to lose against Jillian. Doesn't look bad for me because I know how good Jillian Robertson is. But it's gonna look bad to lose. You know what I'm saying? If you're Alexis Davis and you lose to Jillian Robertson, it's gonna look bad. Robert Henry, yes sir. Marcus been fighting. Callahan, Gabby Garcia. Junior Dos Santos is still asleep. He's still asleep. But yeah. And then the last fight is Jillian Robertson versus Poliana Botelho. It's a big fight. It's a big fight for Poliana Botelho. If Poliana Botelho can go in here and knock off Jillian Robertson, that she's immediately in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? If she can knock off Jillian, but this new and improved Jillian, man, you know what I'm saying? This new and improved Jillian, this striking and backing you up to the cage, Jillian, and going for the takedown, putting you down, and this new ground and pound Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? I just see Jillian Robertson being too much for Botelho. I see Jillian Robertson kind of like I see Botelho kind of getting ragdolled like Nadia Castle. You know what I'm saying? Like girls be ragdolling Nadia Castle now. I mean, let's be real. Girls be ragdolling Nadia Castle. Poor Nadia Castle. Who is Nadia gonna fight next, y'all? Who they gonna put Nadia Castle in there with next? Who gonna knock off Nadia Castle? And I like Nadia Castle, like I do, man. Like I wanna see Nadia Castle win. But these girls just ragdoll Nadia, boy. I hate that for Nadia. She needs to fight at strawweight. You know what I'm saying? She need to quit trying to fight at flyweight because them girls are just too strong for Nadia. They just do whatever they want to do to Castle. You know what I'm saying? But I just really hope. All I have to say is I'm gonna sleep on Poliana. No, I'm not sleeping on Poliana. You know what I'm saying? She's an fast, explosive striker. But that's the thing. Like that's what Jillian is used to, though. You know, Jillian used to them strikers, man. That's what she trains to avoid. A grappler, she ain't worried about no grappler. You know what I'm saying? Jillian ain't worried about no grappler. She trains to fight strikers. They need to start the Adama division. Take over the entire women's division. Yep, you're right. Yeah, Jillian Robinson trains to neutralize strikers, man. That's her thing, bro. Like she trains to neutralize strikers, you know? So and Jillian Robinson is striking now. It's not the best striking, but it's working for Jillian Robinson. It's working for Jillian Robinson. She threw a head kick. She threw two head kicks on fucking big ass Courtney Casey, and landed them both. You know what I'm saying? Like Jillian Robinson is striking, throwing a good jab, throwing combinations, faking the takedowns. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robinson. So I'm not saying Jillian gonna go out here and have a striking match with Poliana Botelho, but Jillian Robinson gonna use her striking to back Poliana to get Poliana into shooting range. And what Jillian gonna do? Shoot in, take her to the ground, and methodically whoop her ass. That's what's probably gonna happen. So yeah, Jillian definitely is gonna win this fight, man. I think Jillian can definitely win this fight. Absolutely. This is the type of fighter that Jillian Robertson looks her best against. You know, I think Jillian looks the best when she takes these explosive strikers, these athletic fighters like Courtney Casey. You know what I'm saying? When Jillian outclasses them, you know what I'm saying? I think it looks better for Jillian to see her take out these strikers. You know what I'm saying? That's what's beneficial, man. She takes out strikers, and and ain't nobody really, going to the ground with Jillian Robinson is just about to be about as threatening as going to the ground with Mackenzie Dern. I mean, let's just be real here. Mackenzie Dern submitting bitches left and right. Going to the ground with Jillian Robinson is not really the best thing either. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because Jillian Robinson, her ground and pound game is very good. Jillian will get you to a point where she can land some ground and pound with them slicing ass little elbows of Jillian Robinson. You know what I'm saying? And if you fuck up trying to escape the ground and pound, she gonna snatch up a rear naked choke. So you gotta, you girls gotta start being on notice going to the ground with Jillian Robinson. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see why comments get removed. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's YouTube, bro. That's YouTube. Maybe I need to check the rating on my channel and change it so that maybe it's blocking like offensive comments. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to check the privacy thing on the channel, guys. Um, but a win over Botello solidifies Jillian in her number 15 spot. That's the most it does for Jillian Robinson. Jillian is fighting to. They're not letting Jillian fight to move up the rankings. They're making Jillian fight to keep her ranking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference. It's a difference when and the UFC has thrown Jillian bones like Macy Barber, and she lost. You know what I'm saying? But she was in the rankings long before she fought Macy Barber. You know what I'm saying? They still and Jillian won being ranked and still didn't move up the ladder. So Jillian fights to keep her spot versus them giving Jillian fights to move her up the rankings. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. She's probably gonna win this fight, and then we'll see if they throw her somebody like Antonina because Jillian been savagely calling out Antonina Shevchenko. I mean, she's being. I mean, she wants that fight with Antonina Shevchenko. She needs to. They need to put that fight in front of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to put Jillian in front of somebody like Antonina with that name Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know if Jillian can climb her way to the top, by the time Jillian gets to the top, that's a dangerous Jillian Robinson, guys. By the time Jillian Robinson makes it to the top, you know what I'm saying? If Jillian can go on a run, you know what I'm saying, and get to that top, that's a dangerous Jillian Robinson, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a dangerous Jillian Robinson. So let's hope Jillian Robinson can emerge as a contender at 125 pounds. The 125 pounds needs that. Yes, Montana De La Rosa is a great fighter. Absolutely, she is. I think Jillian Robinson beats Montana in a matchup, but absolutely, Montana is still good. She lost, but that doesn't mean she's bad. Yeah, I see Macy getting a gimme fight on her return too. Maybe like what's that girl, Luana Carol? Not Luana, Luana's Jojua, Liana Jojua, whatever. Like they'll give her somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Which Jojua can fight now. Jojua can fight. She can fight. Jojua can fight. I'm telling you. Jojua can fight. No, I'm not taking away comments, Robert Henry. Maybe somebody like that they give Macy Barber. And you know what I'm saying? But that's a tough fight. That girl can fight, man. That girl can fight. Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont is at 135, 145 pounds, 135, 145. She ain't at 125. um, but De La Rosa, man, yeah, she'll get back. She'll get back to where she needs to be. Uh, but what was I saying? What was I saying? Let's hope that Jillian I mean, let's hope. Why couldn't Jillian be the next contender at 125 pounds? She absolutely could be that. She absolutely could be that. And so could Montana De La Rosa. So it is what it is. Um, but other than them two to be on the lookout for at 125 is how is Macy Barber gonna look? Norma does not fight as a flyweight, dude. Um, you know, how what is Macy Barber gonna look like? What is what for one? What is Jessica Andrade gonna do? And for two, what is Macy Barber gonna do? Because if Macy Barber comes back a motherfucking savage, then Macy Barber gonna put the division on notice. I'm telling you guys. You know what I'm saying? Macy gonna be on notice if Macy come back putting girls down. Well, yeah, whatever. Jillian may not call nobody. Jillian don't do that. Jillian goes out there and fights, dude. That's what's most important here. Calling out is not important. Jillian Robertson goes out there and scraps her way to wins. You know what I'm saying? So let's not talk about the calling. No, she don't call nobody out. That's not her nature. She's not aggressive by nature. She's aggressive in the octagon where it fucking matters. Where it matters, Jillian is aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the calling out thing don't take nothing away from Jillian Robinson. She don't call nobody out, but she says who she wants to fight next. The squeaky savage. Shit. Does she look like a squeaky savage in the octagon? Absolutely not. Balls to the walls every time, baby. You can't ask for nothing better than that. You literally can't ask for nothing better than a fighter who goes out balls to the wall every single time they step into the octagon. You can't. What better could you ask? Would you rather Jillian Robinson go put on lackluster performances? Absolutely not. You want somebody who's going to go out and go balls to the walls every time they step into the fucking cage, and that's Jillian Robinson. And then y'all question why I fucks with Jillian Robinson. Why wouldn't you fuck with Jillian Robinson? She's a finisher. She's a killer. Fuck what you heard. Jillian Robinson is a killer. So I mean, but this ain't a Jillian Robinson rant. You know what I'm saying? But this is just to remind y'all that Jillian Robinson is ready. Man, stop playing. Norma Dumont is not fighting at flyweight. Let me look this up. Y'all got me fucking man. Stop playing. Man, y'all crazy. Norma Dumont is not fighting at flyweight. Uh, I don't see nothing like that, man. Y'all playing. Stop playing, man. Y'all fucking playing around. Nah, I don't believe that. No, she's not. She's a natural bantamweight. She's only fought at bantamweight. No, she's only fought at bantamweight in 4 of her 5 fights. She was 4-0 coming into the UFC, and they were all bantamweight fights. Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that nowhere, man. I don't see that. No, I don't see Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont is big as fuck. Have y'all not looked at Norma Dumont? Man, Norma Dumont is big as hell. Y'all think Norma Dumont gonna be at 125? Come on now. Please. If you saw something like that, it was fake as hell. Yeah, he might be thinking of Gina Mazzani, man. He ain't thinking of Norma Dumont. I'm telling you. Gina Mazzani fought at flyweight, but not Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont and all that cake ain't making 125. Norma got too much cake, man. I'm sorry. Norma Dumont got too much cake. K. Woo! No, Norma, big girl, man. She's a big woman. Um, yeah, Jillian is a killer. I mean, they both killers. Valentina is a killer too. You know what I'm saying? They're both killing. When you put two killers in the octagon together, somebody gotta die. Somebody gotta die. In the Macy Barber Jillian Robertson fight, somebody had to die. And it was Jillian Robinson. When you put two killers in there like that, two finishers, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta die. So, and it happened to be Jillian Robinson that time around. So what? So what? So what? She want to, and then she comes out and finishes Courtney Casey. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Nobody thought Jillian was gonna beat Courtney Casey. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Let's be real and let's be honest. No one thought Jillian Robinson was gonna beat Courtney Casey, especially the way she beat Courtney Casey. Yeah, Norma ain't making no 125. Norma big boy. Um, but yeah, man. And then we got how y'all think Jessica Andrade's gonna do at 125? Let's talk about that for a second. How y'all think Jessica Andrade's really gonna do at 125? I mean, that's a legit serious question. How do y'all really think she gonna do at 125 against, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Viviane hats off to Viviane Araújo, man. She completely switched up her game in this fight with Montana De La Rosa. Like, she straight up switched up her game and took Montana De La Rosa by surprise. My hats off to Viviane Araújo, man. That was a great performance. Like, she come out, usually we see Viviane come out wild, man, and that's what I thought we were going to see. Her coming out wild and Montana De La Rosa catching Viviane wild. Viviane was so composed in this fight, man. She was so composed and so technical in this fight, in that fight with Montana. And Montana struggles with those technical fucking fighters. She does. A technical striker Montana De La Rosa struggles with. If you're a sloppy striker, she's able to catch you, you know what I'm saying? Because her boxing is pretty is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Her boxing is good enough to be successful on the feet. You know what I'm saying? But Viviane Araújo fucking came out fucking technical and just really bought the fight to Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to her. And I think Montana De La Rosa was kind of banking on Viviane being wild and flying all over everywhere, and Montana being able to, to catch her. You know what I'm saying? To being able to catch her, because that's Montana can catch you. You know what I'm saying? If she places that right hand, like Marvin Barbarella was being real reckless on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And Montana was able to catch her, and she caught Rachel Ostovich like that too. You know what I'm saying? Being wild, angling off, being wild. You know what I'm saying? And boom, Montana landed that right hand. But Viviane, man, just like KGB, came out very technical, tight guard, you know what I'm saying, forward pressure, you know what I'm saying, and Montana was forced to retreat most of the fight. You know what I'm saying? She was forced to retreat most of the fight. No knock on Montana De La Rosa. She's looking to make a quick turnaround. She'll be back. She'll be back for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think Joanna should go to 125 too. She could make 125 very interesting. Joanna versus striking matches like Joanna versus Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be I think you would see Chukagian have more success against Joanna because you'll see a longer striking match. You know what I'm saying? Like because Valentina can take you down, you know what I'm saying, and put you in that crucifix and ground and pound you out. Like, that's Valentina Shevchenko. She can do that. You know what I'm saying? Joanna ain't trying to really take nobody down. You know what I'm saying? So I think Chukagian versus people like Joanna Jędrzejczyk will be more competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, then we can see Chukagian strike. You know what I'm saying? So, but the fight against Valentina Shevchenko, no. You got to worry about Valentina take you down. Was getting schooled on the feet. Montana was game to stand, but couldn't overcome the skills. Right. Yeah, Robert Henry, you're right. You're right. But I don't take nothing away from Montana, though, because Montana had moments in that fight. She had moments in that fight, and she went balls to the wall. And that's all I asked for, man. That's what gets me is the gameness of a fighter who pushes their skills to the limit. You know what I'm saying? Who pushes their skills to the limit. Montana didn't hesitate to take that fight with Viviane Araújo. She didn't hesitate at all to take that fight. You know what I'm saying? Her opponent fell out. They said Viviane Araújo. She said, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? They put Macy Barber in front of Jillian Robinson. Jillian Robinson said, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? They put anybody in front of Macy Barber. Macy Barber, let's fucking go. Ariane Lipski, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like, man. That's what draws me to a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure, y'all better be on the lookout for Lipski, too. I would love to see Barber versus Lipski. Macy Barber versus Ariane Lipski. Woo! 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 Wee! Ooh, wee! Woo! Wee! They should give her that. They should make that fight, guys. I think Lipski versus Barber would be a barn burner. That would be a barn burner. Powerful strikers. You know what I'm saying? I think Lipski is a little technically better than Macy Barber, but Macy Barber, and they both got them one hitter quitters. You know what I'm saying? They both got them. Lipski can land a one hitter quitter. Macy Barber can land a one hitter quitter. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, like the clash of styles like that. That fucking excites me, man. That's what makes me love women's MMA is that them women, man, like women fight. They fight. Yeah, but Macy Barber easy to hit too. Macy Barber is easy to hit too. Jillian Robertson was hitting Macy Barber. I mean, Roxanne Modafferi was hitting Macy Barber. Macy Barber ain't hard to hit. What's her name? JJ Aldrich was hitting Macy Barber. Macy Barber, yeah, I like Macy Barber hard to hit. You know what I'm saying? Macy Barber easy to hit. Lipski gonna touch her. Of course, we know that. Lipski gonna touch Barber and Barber gonna touch Lipski. That'd be a great fucking matchup, man. Great fucking matchup. 125 is buzzing and 135 is buzzing too, guys. 135 is buzzing too. Be on the lookout for those wing fighters, though, guys. I'm telling you. Barber is more tenacious. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could say that. But 135. Be on the lookout for those people on the outside wings, guys. So you know what I'm saying. You got these big critical fights. You got at the top. You got Holly, Jermaine, Pena, Aldana, Nunez, and Randamie. I said Jermaine already, and fucking you know what I'm saying. Goddamn. You got Holly, Jermaine, Pena, Aldana, and fucking Aspen Ladd at the top. But you gotta be on the lookout for the Ketlins, for the Kunitskayas, for the Chassons. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Marion Renault yet. I don't know. I gotta see Marion Renault do something. You know what I'm saying? Sarah McMahon could be a beast when she comes back. You gotta be on the lookout for those girls, man. Be on the lookout for those girls. Cause you know what I'm saying? Any of these losers of these fights can be matched up with one of those girls. Let's see here. I think they both connect each other, but Barbara's poet may be a little much for her in the end. Her Barbara's what? Power, you mean? Yeah, yeah, I know women in combat sport. Rebus and Carla. You know, Macy hype job Barber. Rebus and Carla. Rebus and Carla. You know, Amanda Rebus, man, she's good on the ground. She's strong. Um, but Carla Esparza is good too, guys. And Carla Esparza is on a nice little run. I mean, you can't forget about that tricky little Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza, you know what I'm saying, has some power. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Carla Esparza can crack you. Like I've seen Carla Esparza. If Carla Esparza comes out and fights on the feet like she did in the fight with Claudia Gadelia, that can be a tough fight for Amanda Ribas. That can be a tough because when Carla Esparza wants to strike and the improvements that she's made in her striking as of late, Carla Esparza can bang with you on the feet. We saw that. You know what I'm saying? But if this fight, if the fight goes to the ground, Carla Esparza tends to be can be lazy on the ground sometimes. And see, Amanda Rebus will catch you. She will snatch you. You know what I'm saying? She will snatch you on the ground. So if Carla takes this fight, Carla Esparza got to be on point on the feet and on the ground. Because Amanda Rebus will take advantage of you on the feet, and she will take advantage of you on the ground. Amanda Rebus is fucking good. Amanda Rebus is good. It is what it is. All Young can win if she goes first. Macy is awful at going backward, but just don't think she will. She really does in the UFC. Yep, you're right, Stamina. Oh no, not the Cookie Monster. I got Rebus. As far as it's booty juice, it's Rebus's fight to lose. Um, no man, I think Colin Sparza. I think Colin Sparza can. But you gotta remember, um, Colin Sparza is a veteran, man. That veteranship means a lot. That veteranship means a lot. It means a lot. And Carla Esparza can do. She can rely on that veteranship. What hasn't Carla Esparza seen though? What hasn't Carla Esparza seen? You know, Carla Esparza's seen everything. Let me look. Let's look at Carla Esparza's record here. I mean, she's got some pretty impressive wins as of late. On this, let's look at this streak that she's on. Let's look at this streak that Carla Esparza's on. Okay, 4-fight winning streak. Verna Jandiroba. Jandiroba has a lot of hype coming in. Big win Jandiroba just had. Alexa Grasso, a lot of hype. You know what I'm saying? Carla Esparza put that shit to bed. She's proven that all these girls were giving Carla Esparza to push them forward. Look what it did for Tatiana Suarez. You know what I'm saying? And they put Verna there to get a big win. Then they put Alexa Grasso there to get a big win over Carla. Then they put Michelle Waterson there to get a big win over Carla. And then that's who it is, Marina Rodriguez. That's the fight I want to talk about. Carla Esparza dominated that fight, guys. And everybody said that fight was close. Yeah, it was close. But Carla, that's why I say Carla Esparza with the veteranship. She was able to outsmart Marina Rodriguez. She was able to outsmart Marina Rodriguez. That's true. Alexis Davis was a veteran but couldn't beat Vivi. Yeah, that's true. We're gonna see how good Carla's wrestling is in this fight. Yeah, yeah. And Carla's got the wrestling, but it looked non-existent against Tatiana. I mean, you just can't out wrestle Tatiana Suarez. Um, but yeah, man, Carla Esparza. I'm banking on Carla Esparza to win this fight. Don't sleep on Carla, man. She's still in it, and on a 4-fight winning streak. I mean, come on, man. I mean, then now let's look at who Amanda Rebus has fought. Let's look at Amanda Rebus's. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at Amanda Rebus's wins. Let's see. All right. She's on a 5-fight winning streak with wins over Emily Whitmire, okay, Mackenzie Dern, biggest win today. Biggest win today. And it's over somebody who y'all trash. So to y'all, how big really is the Mackenzie Dern win? And it wasn't even a 100% Mackenzie Dern. So over somebody who y'all believe is trash, how do y'all rate the win over Mackenzie Dern? Okay. Randa Marcos, who has yet to put together a winning streak in the UFC, Randa Marcos she hasn't kept up with the competition. You know what I'm saying? She's really a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? And then a washed up Paige Van Zandt. So how impressive has Amanda Rebus really been in the UFC though? Like how impressive has Amanda Rebus really been? You know? It pissed me off. Esparza hypnotized her opponents, both Rodriguez and Grasso, through away certain victory. Pissed me off that way. I've said all that about Carla Esparza's recent work, and this is the fight I wanted to see. Let's go. Yeah, but riddle me though. How good is Amanda Rebus's resume in the UFC? Y'all think Mackenzie Dern is trash? Don't retract that now. You know what I'm saying? Don't let's not retract the fact that y'all think Mackenzie Dern is trash. Um, and Randa Marcos is a gatekeeper. Emily Whitmire is 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 not that credible of an opponent. And then Paige Van Zant, who is not that credible of an opponent. So how good is her resume? That's what who has the better resume here? Who should be the favorite here? Who should everyone be saying should win this fight here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, no. Who ain't trash, coach? Oh, no. Mackenzie Dern. Oh, no, you don't say it, though. But the majority of people say Mackenzie Dern is trash. The majority of people say Mackenzie Dern is trash. Right, Marcus Bell. Thank you. I'm not going to be fully satisfied until Rebus beats a ranked fighter and her opportunity to do so has come. Right. Resumes matter in terms of the contention, not in stylistic matchups. Rebus shut her down. Yeah, but was that a 100% Mackenzie Dern? So coach, to the naysayers of Mackenzie Dern, how credible is that win over Dern? Because that's the first thing out of people's mouths. Think about what I'm saying, coach. The people who, when I'm coming on here praising Mackenzie Dern, I get trashed in the comment section for doing so. You know, but when you talk about Amanda Rebus and people question, well, how good is Amanda Rebus? Oh, she's got to win over Mackenzie Dern. But y'all don't like Mackenzie Dern. So, and y'all say that she sucks as a fighter. So how credible is the win over Mackenzie Dern? You know? Shout out to Coach, by the way. To the naysayers of Mackenzie Dern, how credible is a win? How credible was her win over Mackenzie Dern given the circumstances surrounding that fight? Exactly. My point exactly. So, you know, her most credible win is really Randa Marcos. If you really dig deep into Amanda Rebus's UFC fights, her most credible win is Randa Marcos. So if her most credible win is Randa Marcos, you know what I'm saying? Uh, why are so many people why are so many people favoring Amanda Rebus? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that. I've seen so much of Carla Esparza. I've seen so many elements to Carla Esparza. I've seen Carla Esparza when people thought Carla was done. We've seen like a rebirth of Carla Esparza, a more the same Carla Esparza that lost the belt to Joanna Jędrzejczyk is not the same Carla who fought Claudia Gadelha, the same Carla who fought Marina Rodriguez. Those are not the same Carlas. You know what I'm saying? The Carla who fought Alexa Grasso, not the same Carla. Rebus is legit, but I'm just talking her strength of record. Her strength of record. Yes, Rebus is legit. Yes, she's shown this. You know what I'm saying? But her strength of opponents in the UFC is what I'm questioning. She does. Yes, she does. She does. Ashley Yoder gave Dern work, but Dern spent time partying. Very immature. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But I'll say is that Amanda is doing what she has to do in order to get around the opponent. Yes, she is. Name. She was only overrated early on. That's all. Um, Rebus is going to bully Carla. Yeah, she could. Yeah, coach, that could happen. But I think Carla has learned a lot from that Tatiana Suarez fight as far as like strength. You know what I'm saying? Like that Tatiana Suarez fight taught her a lot. But she just got out muscled by Tatiana, man. Like just completely outclassed by Tatiana Suarez. Um, but this is a tough fight. If Rebus gets this win over a streaking Carla Esparza, you know what I'm saying? Like a streaking Carla. Um, then we can start putting Amanda Rebus in that conversation for real. But if Mackenzie Dern rattle off another big win or so, you know what I'm saying? We got to start putting Mackenzie Dern in the conversation as well. If Mackenzie Dern gets a big shot next, a big opponent next, you know what I'm saying, and she can rattle off a good win, we got to start putting Mackenzie Dern in there too. I want to see her versus, not most credible opponent, but I want to see Kay Hansen versus Mackenzie Dern. Put the two quote unquote hype trains in the same fight. Put them in a fight. Let's see who's the real hype train. You know. Let's see. Dern can be good if she stays focused. Yep, you're right, coach. Man, Dern throw them blind overhands because Dern can land them blind overhands. George Page. That's why Dern throws them blind overhands because she can land them. I agree, coach. You think Rebus is the complete package? She needs to move up and have a tougher opponent. Credible is suspect terminology already. It's not just the win, just the fights. Who dominated? Stop those opponents matters because fighters can't choose their adversary. That's true. Hanson does nothing for Dern. She needs a top 5. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Kay Hansen, man, Kay Hansen gonna get she on a road to getting beat up. I mean, Kay Hansen is getting beat. Yeah, now, people criticize Mackenzie Dern striking when she came in against Ashley Yoder. You know what I'm saying? When Mackenzie Dern came in against Ashley Yoder, people picked apart of Mackenzie Dern striking. But it sure as hell looked a hell of a lot better than Kay Hansen's. It looked a hell of a lot better than Kay Hansen striking. I can tell you that. Somebody gonna beat the hell out of Kay Hansen come this strawweight division. I'm telling you. Angela Hill will beat the hell out of Kay Hansen. You know what I'm saying? Mackenzie Dern will beat the hell out of Kay Hansen. Shit. Man, I'm telling you, Kay Hansen looked like a robot on the feet. She looked like a robot. She looked like a robot on the feet. Yeah, Mackenzie Dern striking looked, man, it looked light years better than Kay Hansen's. You know, I mean, and she was supposed to be the next big thing. She's supposed to be the next big thing at strawweight. Kay Hansen? Oof. Oof. Hannah Cyphers will beat up Kay Hansen. Hannah Cyphers get to throwing that right hand. Hannah Cyphers will piece up Kay Hansen. Everybody, dude, I don't see, I mean, her jiu-jitsu is good, I know. Her jiu-jitsu is good. Yes, it is. Her jiu-jitsu is very good. But them hands, though, man. Them hands. Like, oof. Especially at strawweight. You can get by with it at flyweight. Strawweight, you can't get by with it. You just can't get by with it at flyweight. I mean, at strawweight. It's too many strikers at flyweight. I mean, at strawweight. It's too many when you move to the top of the division. You know what I'm saying? Angela Hill, the path that a fighter at the bottom of the division has to take. You know what I'm saying? Angela Hill, Claudia Gadelia. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to Joanna Young Jacek. You know what I'm saying? Marina Rodriguez. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Jessica Andrade, Rose Namajunas, Weili Zhang. When you get to them, ooh, you got to know how to strike. You got to know how to strike. And Kay Hansen, man, she gonna have a tough time, dude. Now I agree that Dern's better than Kay throwing punches. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got worse than Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern striking. Now do y'all see the perspective that I'm saying? Like, Mackenzie Dern striking is not as bad as y'all say it is. Kay Hansen striking is what's terrible. That's terrible striking. Mackenzie Dern is a lot more fluid with her punches than Kay Hansen. Mackenzie Dern is a lot more accurate with her punches than Kay fucking Hansen. I mean, like, come on. Come on. Give Mackenzie Dern some kind of credit. Shit. Man. Now, I want to see, as far as striking, I want to see Tatiana Suarez. What kind of improvements Tatiana has made in her striking game? Which, I mean, now Tatiana, dominant wrestler. She hadn't really had to put her striking to the test. Her striking is not bad. Like, it's not that good, but it's not that bad either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to see Tatiana start cracking, though. I want to see Tatiana put combinations together. I'm just curious to see how her striking has improved when she does decide to come back. Kay Hansen striking is so terrible she can't even spar against a dummy bag. Marcus Bell, man. Tough, man. Kay Hansen about to get her brakes beat off out of top 15. Boy, y'all hell on here today, boy. You boys are hell on here today. KS about to get her brakes beat off by the top 15. I think so too, man. I think she is. I really think that she is. Um, I'm sorry, man. I just think she's gonna get beat up. Like she gonna get beat up because it's too fast paced. Like Mackenzie Dern is keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Even if Kay Hansen fight like Ashley Yoder, like Ashley Yoder is a solid fucking striker. Like Ashley Yoder can put you down. She put Mackenzie Dern down. Ashley Yoder probably end up knocking Kay Hansen the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like Ashley Yoder will piece up Kay Hansen. Like it is what it is. Like Mackenzie Dern, the higher up you go, it's like high paced striking. There's a lot of high paced striking. And fighters like Mackenzie and Carla and Tatiana, they're having to keep up with it because they know that the important fights are with people who can fight like that. And them being grapplers, you know what I'm saying? It's like they having to keep up with the strikers. And I think they've done a solid job of it. Tatiana, Carla Esparza, Claudia Gadelia, Mackenzie Dern, they've done a solid job of it. And that's what you have to do at 115. You have to keep up with those. You have to be able to keep up. You have to be able to be well rounded, moving up the ladder at 115 pounds. But Kay Hansen, man, woof. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know how she won. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't know how she made it to the UFC with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, man, who y'all got? I'm about to get up out of here, but I need to know. I need everybody to tell me who they got with Pena versus Randamie and how. And I want to hear how y'all got um Holm versus Aldana. Who and how? Let's chat about that real quick. Gene and Kay have no business at 115. Well, what do you think Kay should be? 120? Well, no, they both should be atom weights. I mean, think about it. Gian Frey, Kay Hansen, Carla Esparza, Angela Hill, Randa Marcos at 105 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm just imagine. That'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even if Nadia Kassem could make 105, I think Nadia would have a size advantage at 105 if Nadia Kassem could make 105 pounds, which she probably couldn't because she's already skinny. But Nadia Kassem, that would be a good spot for her, man. She's just squirrely, you know what I'm saying? Like she could be good she could even be good at strawweight. Maybe Nadia Kassem can get thrown in there somewhere. But man, yeah, Angela Hill, Randa Marcos, Carla Esparza, fucking Kay Hansen, Gian Frey, they all should be fighting. Verna Jandiroba, you know what I'm saying? What's the girl's name? Sousa. They all should be fighting at 105. Michelle, Tisha, all those girls should be fighting at 105. That'd be a hell of a division. Hell of a division. But let me ask y'all this, though. Speaking of Angela Hill, have y'all not seen how fine Angela Hill has been looking lately? I just wanted to just throw that out there. Like, has anyone noticed Angela Hill lately? Angela Hill looking mighty fine lately. And shit, I'm telling you. Boy, y'all crazy. Doing back and split up thing like Diamond Jack. Y'all stupid. Angela Hill been looking like a whole meal lately, man. I don't know what it is, but Angela Hill is emerging. She is emerging. Emerging. That's one of the nicest looking women at 115 pounds. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. But anyways, yeah, guys, I'm excited. Bantamweight is shaping up. I need to know y'all who y'all got. Who y'all got for those fights? Who y'all got for Aldana versus Holm, Pena versus Randamie? Drop them. Drop them. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who do y'all got in this fight? Robert Henry, what? Angela Hill looking fine, boy. Angela Hill looking real fine. Yeah, she leaving that cosplay behind. Yeah, Angela Hill is looking very good. Robert Henry says she all right. And who else looking good is Tatiana Suarez, boy. Whoa. Have y'all seen Tatiana? Not the one from Tough Who Fought. Boy, y'all so stupid. Y'all stupid, boy. who y'all got winning these fights, man? Who y'all got winning these fights? Holm, Aldana, Pena, Randamie. Let's go. I know y'all hear me asking this question. Y'all just not responding. George Page, Irene and Juliana by submission. Ooh. Ooh. Irene and oh, you saying just Juliana by submission and Irene winning. Okay. Stop. Stamina. You got I got Irene and Pena too, man. I got Irene beating Holly, and I got Pena beating Durandame. I do. I really do. I really, really do. Irene versus Irene. Yeah, I want Irene and Juliana. Yep. Me too, man. I think it's better for the division if Juliana and Irene win. I think it's much better for the division if those two win versus if Holly Holm or Jermaine Duranda may win again. But then again, I hope that Irene and Pena win because I want to see Kunitskaya fight either one of Holly and Jermaine. That's what I want to see. I want to see Kunitskaya. I want to see those striker delights. Even though Kunitskaya will probably try to take the fight to the ground, I want to see, especially I want to see Holly versus Kunitskaya. I think that's a technically beautiful fight. Smash that like button. Yes, smash the like button for me, please. But yeah. I definitely want to see Holly versus Kunitskaya. I think that's just a beautiful fight. That's a beautiful fight, kind of like Joanna versus Valentina. Just be a beautiful striking match. I want to see that. I want to see who has better technique. They've trained together in the past. You know what I'm saying? And Kunitskaya is looking good out there. You know what I'm saying? She's looking solid out there. It's hard for girls to figure out how to beat Kunitskaya. Like she's hard to beat because she's everywhere. When you at range trying to land a shot, she's picking you apart. Jab, jab, body kick, leg kick. You know what I'm saying? Elbows. Kunitskaya she's a high volume, high pace fighter, and Holly Holm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Throwing those combinations, hiding that head kick. You know what I'm saying? But I think I think Kunitskaya is savvy enough to not fall for the head kick of Holly Holm. I think Kunitskaya will see that coming because that's her world. You know what I'm saying? Yana GDR is a massacre. Woo, why do you think that, Stamina? Y'all are stupid. Yana GDR is a massacre. Why do you think that? I think that's a good striking match too. Because GDR gonna have to get off that big shot. Can she catch Kunitskaya? Kunitskaya is good at moving, man, and she's good at putting you on her back. Like, do you think Kunitskaya would not put Jermaine on her back? Kunitskaya is very capable of doing that. Very capable. That's yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Robert Henry. The predictions. I don't think Yana would strike with GDR. I think Yana would take GDR down and I think she would put GDR on her back. I think Yana would clinch GDR and go for the takedown and put GDR on her back. And I think Yana would try to submit Jermaine Durand. I don't think Yana would stand and bang with Jermaine. I think Yana would take Jermaine down. For sure. Yeah, Yana not banging with Jermaine Durandame. I think she would work for the submission because Yana's submission game is good. She has a good submission game. But as far as Holly and Yana, you know what I'm saying? I see that being a beautiful striking match, man. Beautiful striking match. I really do. I see that being a nice striking match. But yeah, guys, shout out to Robert Henry, shout out to Marcus Bell, Stamina MC, Arpit Singh, Women in Combat Sports, Coach Shelton Harrison, Alex Behunin from Bloody Canvas MMA. My boy Alex Behunin, guys. Shout out to all of you guys for coming in and talking shit. I think GDR would smoke Yana. On the feet, probably. On the feet, probably. Yes. Yes. But if Yana comes out and tries, if Yana comes out to clinch Yana, the grappling, hunting for submissions, Yana Kunitskaya, you know, it's kind of hard to see if Yana fights that way. It's kind of hard to see, GDR winning that fight because GDR is not going to be bigger than Yana. You know what I'm saying? Like the size is the same. You know what I'm saying? The size they're about the same size. You know what I'm saying? So and Kunitskaya is very big and very strong, guys, and she could get this fight to the ground. She could get Jermaine Randamie to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And if she did, the pendulum swings in the favor of Kunitskaya tremendously because Jermaine Randamie has no ground game. None whatsoever. No ground game. So she would have a puncher's chance against Kunitskaya if Kunitskaya comes out wanting to grapple. You know what I'm saying? But Holly, in the fight with Holly, she ain't gonna muscle up Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be able to hold Kunitskaya against the fucking cage. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I don't know, man. I don't think she beats Yana on the ground, bro. Jermaine Randamie, Yana Kunitskaya is good on the ground, bro. She comes from a wrestling background, and she's incorporated jiu-jitsu in it too. Come on, man. Training in Brazil with Mareta. Come on, man. And Yana Kunitskaya has some impressive submission wins on her record, bro. She has a lot of wins by submission. Let's look at Yana's record. She's got a lot of wins by submission to be a kickboxing Muay Thai girl. Yana Kunitskaya. Y'all sleep on Kunitskaya, man, for real. Y'all really do. Let's see, by submission. She only got one win by submission? That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought she had a lot more. You would think Yana Kunitskaya had a lot more wins by submission. That's crazy. So she's only got one win by submission. Wow. I thought she would have had way more wins by submission. But man, the one win that she has over Tanya Evinger by submission, that was nice. Um, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think, man, y'all sleep on Kunitskaya, bro. I mean, just a few months ago, everybody was also sleeping on Irene Aldana until she knocked out Ketlin Vieira. You know what I'm saying? So I think y'all kind of sleeping on Kunitskaya, man. She's good. Kunitskaya is good and very well rounded. The only thing lacking in Yana Kunitskaya's game is power. That's the only thing that's lacking in Kunitskaya's game is power. She got nasty. She got power in her elbows. When she throws elbows, they're powerful elbows. They're hard elbows. No, I don't want to change my pick. No, you know what I'm saying. Kunitskaya is the only thing lacking in her game is power. So let's be real here, guys. let's not have those blinders on to accolades of people's skill sets now. Let's not do that. let's not do that. Now, BJ, I'm going to sleep stand up. Boy, you crazy as hell, Marcus Bell. Her fights are good, dude. Kunitskaya puts on good fights. The fight with Marion Renault was exciting. That was a good fight. The fight with Aspen Ladd was exciting. Come on now. Anyways, guys, I'm getting off here. I spent the first two my first 2 waking hours were in the gym this morning, guys. Putting in that work. I'm tired. My intermittent fasting is going great. I recommend that for everybody, man. Intermittent fasting. You can either do. I've done 1 day on, 1 day no food, 1 day food, healthy food, and I've also done 12 hours on and 12 hours off. No, dude, she did not have Yana Kunitskaya beat. Stop it, George Page. Now you stop it. She only won one round, and that was the third round. Winning the third round does not win you the fight. How many times have I had to say that? Winning the third round does not mean you win the fight. Kunitskaya had the fight won before the third round. Marion Renault needed a finish, and she couldn't do it. Come on now. Marion Renault needed a finish coming into the third round, and she did not get it. Yano beat her rounds 1 and 2, bro. She beat her up. She beat Marion Renault up rounds 1 and 2. She jabbed her to death. She jabbed Marion Renault to death. Now, come on. Come on now. Anyways, guys, intermittent fasting is it makes you feel good, man. It feels very good. You feel your body burning energy off, burning all of that food and stuff off. You feel it. You literally feel your body burning that shit off, man. So, for sure, try it, guys. It feels great. More regular, more energy. Thought process is much more clear. Your energy level is not being boggled down by your body processing food. You know what I'm saying? Your energy levels go down when your body is processing food, and to wake up and, you know what I'm saying, let your energy be what your energy is, you know what I'm saying, without it processing food. My workouts have been better. My mood has been better. Yeah, her nose on the other side of her face, but she didn't win the fight. She didn't finish Yana. She damaged Yana, but she didn't finish her. Aspen Ladd finished her. I mean, come on. Aspen Ladd finished her. That's how you. That's what Marion Renault needed to do. Aspen Ladd was beat in that fight. Aspen Ladd was beat all the way leading up to that point. Aspen Ladd was beat. Yana had beat her up, and then she finished the fight. Marion Renault was unable to finish the fight. So no matter how bad she was beat up, she did not finish the fight. So it is what it is. But anyways, guys, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with me. This has been a long podcast. I felt like talking today, so here it is, guys. I appreciate you guys coming through. This is your boy BJ, and I am out. Hit that like button, hit that dislike button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe